we're going to look at all the different ways in which you can get those designs that you created set up perfectly on your project. The first way we're going to look at is how to center and position. You're going to need to mark the center of your design for any project, but it's when you get it into the hoop that you have the problem, because sometimes it's hard to get it into the hoop perfectly straight. Well, with the Destiny 2, you don't have to worry about that, because as you can see, we have a project here that is not hoop straight and it's not centered, but we have these wonderful positioning markers. All we need to do is set the center of where we have marked on our fabric with the larger circle. So the large circle goes where we want the center of our design to be. The smaller circle goes in the direction that you want the top of the design to end up on your project. Let's see what happens. We're going to get the Delta design, touch set, go to embroidery, touch the edit menu, and you'll see that this key looks exactly like the positioning marker. You just need to touch that key. It will ask you if it's okay to revert to the original position and/or angle, and yes, it's okay. It will default to the center of where you want the design to be. So just touch scan at this point and touch OK. And like magic, it does remind you to remove the positioning mark, because yes, it will sew through it. But notice how your design has been moved so that it will be straight and centered on your project, even though your project's not straight or centered in the hoop. That's awesome. There's a way that your Destiny will allow you to place designs perfectly within different spots on your hoop fabric. We've set a name on the page, and we're going to be able to place that name in one of the frames that's printed on the fabric. To do that, you're going to touch this key and touch OK. The machine took a picture of our fabric exactly how it is in the hoop. So now we can move and position our design so that it will end up exactly where we want it to be. Now that we have that position, let's stitch it out. As you can see, my design sewed exactly where I wanted it to in the frame. Also notice that our background image has disappeared from the page. That's because we finished sewing. If we want to go back and we want to place another design in another part of the frame, we can recall that image by going to your preference settings page, go to page 9, and where it says background image display, you can turn that on, touch OK, and it's back, and we can use that to reposition another design. If you want to turn it off completely or delete it, you can go back to your settings page on page 9 and touch delete, and it will delete your background scan.